Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. It's nice to see you. I hope you're keeping well and having a good week. This is the preview of West Ham's third home game and indeed third London derby of the 24-25 Premier League season, where we welcome Chelsea to the London Stadium for a 12:30 kickoff this Saturday lunchtime live on TNT Sports. But as always guys, this video is sponsored by the channel sponsor 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website. But as you can see from the icon that's up here, there's also retro Chelsea gear in there as well, along with track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts in the claret and blue, so go check those out as well. Any purchases you make through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting, as I always say, I'll be sending on to the charity Iron Supporting Food Banks. They're based in the Newham area and they're helping those in the Newham area and the Essex County and further afield for that matter, as they are currently supporting over 70, probably close to over 80 food banks by the time of this recording. I just haven't had time to get in contact with John, who runs it, to be fair. A lot's been happening over the last 3 to 4 days. But yeah, so guys, if there's any Chelsea fans watching, you can go pick up some retro gear. You'll be saving yourself a few quid in comparison to your club shop, and you'll be helping those that are less fortunate than you and I. But if you are a Chelsea fan, or you're a neutral, or you're a West Ham fan, and you don't want to make a transaction through the affiliate link, that's perfectly fine. But you still want to make a donation to the charity, their Just Giving fund is in the description below as well. So go click on there. £1, £2, £5, whatever you can afford. Believe me guys, every single penny helps. Now, as always, there's going to be timestamps in the description below. This video is probably going to be about 13 minutes long, give or take. So ideally I'd like you to stay around as long as possible, but if you can't, that's perfectly fine. So you can jump around in the description there to whichever section of the video you want to go to. But of course guys, let's start off by talking about the officials. The referee for this game is Sam Barrett. Yeah, I've got no idea who he is either. His assistants are Lee Betts and Wade Smith. The fourth official is Craig Pawson. On VAR we have Stuart Atwell and his assistant is Ian Hussin. So with the exception of the VAR bits, it's not too bad, to be fair. As I say, we don't really know who those guys are. They have not exactly been regulars that we've been seeing, so which in a way is a good thing, of course. But yeah, it's nothing really to complain about or even discuss for that matter. Now, our last 6 home games against Chelsea shown we've won 3, drawn twice, and lost once. Tight scoring scorelines as well, for that matter. We scored 8 and conceded 7. That one of those draws was including a 0-0 draw. So it's been in. It's what was it? Rory, whatever his name is, the Herbert that's on Talksport. You know, he says, you know, I'm used to seeing Chelsea lose at the London Stadium. I'm happy with that. And long may that continue, quite frankly. Now, Lopetigui has faced Chelsea at home 3 times during his career. He's won twice and lost once, all with different formations. He's gone to a 4-2-3-1. He's done 4-4-2. He's done 4-3-3. But J-Lo has never actually faced Maresca previously, so I've got a funny feeling that it's going to be that either manager trying to out-tactic each other. You know, no under Maresca, Chelsea's style of play seems to be not that much different than what it normally is, to be fair. Possession football, attacking down the right-hand side, taking long shots, making short passes, and playing in an aggressive manner. They're very likely to go to their 4-2-3-1 formation, which is their standard itself. Not really the formation of champions, and not really the tactics of champions so far, but at the end of the day, guys, they are very strong at shooting from direct free kicks, finishing scoring chances, counter-attacks and creating chances through individual skill, but they are weak at stopping opponents from creating chances and aerial duels, and very weak at defending against skillful players. Now, taking that into consideration, I've made 3 changes in the starting 11, so we'll talk about that as we come to it. Now, at the time of this recording, obviously it will be because we are the first kickoff of the weekend, Chelsea are 3 points ahead of us in the table, in 8th on the Premier League, winning twice, drawing once, and losing just once so far. Can we make that 2 losses? They have 4 thigh injured players, with Gusto and Kellyman with no expected return to fitness dates yet. Lavia is being assessed for a possible return for his fitness fixture, but Reece James is out for a little bit longer than that. Dewsbury Hall and Fernandez are also being assessed due to an illness. So that could be COPD, that could be COVID, it could be he's got a sniffle, it could be 100 things that either of those two have got. But in terms of this, players to look out for, their highest away goal scorer so far since the start of the season is Madueke with 3 goals, ahead of Nkunku, Palmer, Felix and Jackson, all on a goal each. Sanchez is a very highly rated away from home player with an average rating on WhoScored.com of 7.53, but the players we're going to talk about are even rated even higher than that. Palmer is their highest away assister with 3 assists. Colwill is their highest aerial duel winner away from home with an average of 2.5 aerial duels won per game, with Sideshow Bob or Cucurella on that on an average of 1.5. Now, Madueke's style of play as a right winger shows he likes to dribble and is strong on holding onto the ball and very strong at tackling, strong at passing and finishing, but he is weak at crossing and he's been rated 8.31 in those 4 games. Palmer is rated at 8.09, so we definitely need to keep an eye out for him. Although according to the Bournemouth home fans, when Chelsea played Bournemouth on Saturday evening, Palmer was quite a bit of a cheat, apparently. Every time he went down and they got a free kick, the Bournemouth fans were singing cheat to him. So, but guys, over the last 4 weeks, we've had a slight decrease in views, which is a real shame because I know you guys enjoy the content. But over that last 4 weeks, on average, you guys have been that we're watching are not subscribed to 58.8%. So only a small handful of people that are watching this content are not subscribed. So by all means, guys, please do like this video if you're enjoying it. Put your comments down the section at any point, which I forgot to say at the start of it. And also, please do subscribe if you enjoy it. Now, of course, guys, turning to West Ham, it's a little bit weird with this one. It really genuinely is a little bit weird. I never thought I'd ever say this, but Danny Ings has scored 5 goals for West Ham since the start of pre-season. Obviously, that free kick in pre-season itself, the behind closed doors hat trick that he played against he scored against Dagenham and Redbridge during the international break, and also, of course, the goal that he scored at Fulham, pretty much right at the death. You know, there's a lot of calls for Ings to be included in the starting 11 in the coming weeks, and I agree with it completely. I just don't think this is the game to start him. I really don't. Creswell's been seen in the latest training video doing strength exercises, which is fantastic. But in terms of injuries itself, Fulkrug is around about 50% chance of returning for this fixture due to a heel injury. As we remember, Emerson picked up an injury during the Fulham game, so he's unlikely for this. It's 25% chance of returning so far. I mean, if anything, Fulkrug's probably going to be on the bench more than anything else. So as I said earlier, I have made 3 changes to the starting 11, obviously taking Emerson's injury into consideration. So obviously it's very obvious that Wan-Bissaka is going to go out on the left. And Soufal's going to go out on the right because I can't see Caelan Casey coming in for this one. I really can't, or any other juniors for that matter. But I have dropped Mavropanos. I'm still not happy that he was partly responsible, not fully, but partly responsible for that goal that we conceded against Fulham. You know, right between his legs. Yes, Kilman's out of position as well, for that matter. That doesn't help, but I love Mavropanos. I think he's a very, very good player, but I just think there's other aspects to his game that he needs to increase. And I think as a result of this, I think we need to take him out of the starting 11. So, guys, this is the starting 11 that I think we should be going with when we play Chelsea at lunchtime.
Areola in goal, with a back 4 of Soufal, Tobido, Kilman and Wan-Bissaka. Alvarez in the hole behind Rodriguez, supporting Kudus, Paquetá and Somerville, with Bowen up front.
So thank you very much for your time, guys. If you haven't already done so, put your starting 11 in the description below. Let me know your thoughts on what you would pick if you were in charge of West Ham United. I've got a funny feeling we might get something out of this. I really, really do. I hope I haven't jinxed it and have come back with commentator's curse. We'll find out on Saturday, of course. But I am a little bit worried. I'm worried, but I'm confident at the same point. You know, because as great as Wan-Bissaka is as a defender, Soufal may come a little bit of a cropper against Chelsea. I'm hoping that Paquetá slowly but surely improves on his improvements he's been doing so far this season, since the start of the season, I should say. if you want Ings in the starting 11, that's perfectly fine. Like I said earlier, I've got no issue with that whatsoever. I just don't think this is the put him on as a super sub 100%. Take put on Antonio on as a super sub 100%. But I'm not really confident about this, guys, in terms of Danny Ings starting. But you never know. Things are crazy. But this is not me predicting what Lopetigui is going to do. This is basically what I'm thinking I would do. So, guys, put your comments in the comment section below. If you haven't already done so, please do like this video, and thank you very much for getting this far as well. Not many people get anywhere near this 10-minute mark for that matter. But in the meantime, guys, have a fantastic rest of your week, and I will see you on Saturday for the full-time thoughts video. So in the meantime, have a great one. Enjoy the start of your weekend as well for that matter, and I'll see you very soon. All the best now. Take care.